wonderful sweet baby. So today we're going to be talking about Aaron the Plumber, aka the Ninja Turtle looking guy, how he was abused allegedly by Erica Mena, also disrespected by her on a new Zeus Network show. Now, y'all, I know that was a long intro, but I had to definitely catch you guys' attention because there's a lot going on and I definitely want to talk about it. So to refresh you guys' memory, Aaron the Plumber was the Ninja Turtle looking guy that everybody was pretty much upset with after he went on Pop the Balloon and pretty much kind of violated a lot of these girls. And I don't mean violated in any kind of physical or any kind of way. I just mean that he let them have it in only a way that Aaron the Plumber can let people have it. So pretty much he claimed that, these women weren't valid for what he was looking for in a woman. And it kind of, caused a bit of an uproar on how he delivered his message. Because he even went to the extremes of telling some women that, you've got hair on your arm, so, you're not valid. Even down to letting women know that they just weren't qualified to be with him. It then caused for a rabbit hole of different things to come out about, him and his previous relationships and, how he was all sorts and types of things. Like, just, I don't know if those things are even true, but it was alleged that he was abusive. It was alleged that, he was a conniver, all of these different things. In the end, he actually stated that he regretted doing all this because he didn't realize that him displaying his own, personality and how, he delivers his message on who he likes would cause for him to kind of blow up in a sense through social media, but in a light in which it would become overwhelming and where it would cause him to be affected mentally. Because I'm not sure if you guys even know this, but later on, Aaron the Plumber actually admitted that he wasn't even able to go back to his place of worship and be able to go there for guidance and light because they felt like he was not somebody that they, could correlate with and even accept because of the way that he was publicly through social media. And just side note to that, like, no church that is an actual great church should deny you from being there because it should be a non-judgmental zone. So, just for future references, I do think that he should find people that are less judgmental that'll actually allow for him to come in. And, if he's gone through any kind of thing, they're not going to judge him based off of what he's done in his past. So, kind of a good thing that whole thing didn't work out. But that's just a side note, child. So now pretty much on to the actual story at hand. Aaron the Plumber had taken to social media and expressed what had happened to him. I'm going to show you guys that video, but I do want to kind of do a comparison in the video just to show you guys what exactly happened to him. So the backstory of it is there's a new Zeus Network show that's coming out and it's revolving around Erica Mena. Erica Mena is on the hunt for love. And in this show in which she is on the hunt for love, Aaron the Plumber is going to be one of the contestants. Which this is so, Lamel Plumber, because anytime there is a controversial thing going on, he's going to grab those people and put them in, the den so then they can get their whole entire face rearranged. But hey, that's just my opinions on that. Allegedly, because... But anyways, child. So, Aaron the Plumber was on the show, and I'm assuming that things got heated between them. And, he claims that she was being disrespectful to him, and I'm guessing black men in general. And then he's also alleging that she put her hands on him. So, this is why he's heading to the police department to file a report. Now, as we remember, this is Aaron the Plumber, aka the Ninja Turtle looking guy right here. And this was the video here that he filmed about him talking about how Erica Mena had treated him and, just him showing that, like, his face is just completely different. In this video, he was actually kind of pleading and crying for help, kind of, it looked like. Because he was even saying that he wanted to commit, S. And he was just surprised that after the whole journey of him trying to, go on a show and just be himself, it would cause for something like this to happen. And then he also mentioned things such as, what if the roles were reversed and he did this to Erica? Things would be completely different. Which is why he went forth with, you know, going to the police department to follow up with the charges that he was going to press on Erica. And then he was also admitting that, you know, the producers or whatever of some network, which I'm assuming it's possibly Lemmy and maybe the team over there at Zeus Network, were saying they were going to try to keep him silenced, and anything that he was trying to put out, they were going to make it to where he wasn't able to do so. But then he stated that he wanted to be heard, so, you know, he's posting this. Yeah. So here's my thoughts. Someone had mentioned once they seen this video that it looked like it was just a promo call because he was wearing a Zeus Network t-shirt. So one thing that someone mentioned was that the t-shirt that he was wearing in this video was a Zeus Network t-shirt. And they were saying that, you know, it just looks like a big, huge promo call. Which at the end of the day, this very well could possibly just be a huge promo thing. But at the same time, I wasn't really paying attention to that. My whole thing was I was looking at his face. And that face right there does not look like it's for promo. It looks like his face was completely rearranged, and that is where the problem lies. So this was the before, and this is him after. So regardless of, you know, just demeaning the fact that he was abused, allegedly, by Erica Mena, like, my whole thing is we have to actually consider that this is an actual human being abused as well. Just because, you know, an abused person was abused, we can't just demean the fact, you know, that another person is also being abused. Because he was kind of spitting facts. If the roles were reversed and he actually felt the need to publicly humiliate Erica and put his hands on her, he would be in jail right now. And then he's even saying things like he's ready to commit S, and I just feel like that's wrong. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I just feel like this is weird to even heavily push this and to put him on a show in which you're going to have this girl wow out just to make a scene and to make perfect TV. And despite what anybody says, I do honestly kind of feel bad for this guy because at the end of the day, all he really was doing was saying that he did not like those women and that they were not qualified for him. And to be perfectly honest, like, at the end of the day, some women can be way more harsh to guys when they give them rejection compared to the way that guys give women rejection. There's just a select few that do act like Aaron the Plumber who are a bit sassy, but for the most part, I just feel like this whole thing was blown out of proportion, and even the way that his life is being set is just being blown out of proportion. And I feel like if Erica Mena is responsible for doing this to him, I feel like he definitely does have a case and he definitely should press charges. And whatever Erica's outcome is, that's just an outcome that Erica's going to have to suffer because you cannot go around running around putting your hands on people and thinking that nothing can happen to you. This one here should be, you know, prime example of what happens when you keep poking people to the point of them wanting to go to the police and file a police report on you. And then next thing you know, you could possibly be facing 8 years. So at the end of the day, I say he should do whatever he has to do for his sanity and for some clarity on his end. And I'm hoping he's successful in that, you know, journey, and also with his mental health as well, because it just kind of seems like people are kind of using him as a shock factor and laugh factor, and he's just trying to kind of make his way after losing everything due to going on a show being himself. But that's my opinion. What's yours?